back to my channel and happy 2020! If you're new to my channel, my name is Anne and it would be amazing if you considered subscribing to my channel. But let's get right into this video, and I am super excited about this video. It is my first video of the new year 2020 and I'm going to be sharing all my tips to start off the new year in the best way. Keep in mind, not all these tips are going to work for everyone, but they work for me and I'm really excited to share them with all of you, so let's get started. Okay, my first tip to starting off the new year while feeling productive is to make your bed every morning. When I wake up, the first thing I do every morning is make my bed. It just makes me feel so much more accomplished and productive right in the beginning of the day, and it's a great way to start my morning. So if you haven't tried this already, I really highly recommend making your bed every morning the first thing when you wake up, because again, it makes me feel so much more productive, and I'm sure it will help you to feel a lot more productive the first thing in the morning. My second tip, which really works for me, is to have a sleep schedule. So I go to bed and wake up around the same time every morning and night, even on the weekends, which I know can be really hard, but I feel like this allows me to sleep better throughout the night and to be less tired the next morning. So for me, the earliest I start school on the weekdays is 8:40 a.m. So I wake up every single day at 7:45 a.m. Some days I have a late start and I don't start school until after 9 a.m., but I still wake up at 7:45 a.m. And also on the weekends I wake up at 7:45 a.m., which may sound crazy, but since I like to get to bed early, I go to bed early and then I wake up early and then I'm not that tired. A tip that really helps me and will possibly help you to wake up early on the weekends is to find something to motivate you to wake up so early. So for me, my motivator is going to SoulCycle. I go to SoulCycle every Sunday and Saturday morning. My SoulCycle classes start at 8:30 in the morning on the weekends, so I wake up at 7:45 so I have enough time to get ready. So that is what motivates me to wake up early on the weekends, but that might not work for you. So I just suggest finding something that will help motivate you to wake up early on the weekends, whether it's playing with your dog, hanging out with friends, making and eating a really nice breakfast with your family. Anything that motivates you to wake up early on the weekend will really help you to find that sleep schedule, so then you sleep better and you just feel overall better. My third tip is to find at least 1 or 2 ways to be active. I know this is a pretty basic tip. Everyone always tells you exercise, be active, blah, blah, blah. For me, being active really helps to clear my mind. Being active doesn't just mean working out and exercising. It could be jumping on a trampoline. It could be running around with your dog. It could be going on a run or a walk with a friend or two, which is really fun. So just finding something that allows you to be active at least a few times a week really helps. And it's really good for our health to be active, not only physical health, but also mental health. This coming Thursday, I'm actually posting a bonus video this week, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be a 1-week challenge where I go to SoulCycle every single day for a whole week. So again, that video is going out on Thursday, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And hopefully it will help motivate you guys to be active for the new year. Okay, my fourth tip goes along with my third tip. My third tip was being active, and when you're active, that means you have to drink plenty of water. I know this is another basic tip, but for me, when I drink a lot of water, I really see a difference in my mood and especially my energy. I'm still working on drinking enough water because often I am dehydrated, but I find when I drink plenty of water, I have so much more energy. Also, water is just so good for you in so many ways. It probably helps your muscles to work better, it clears your skin, it gives you energy, and overall drinking water is really good for you, so just make sure you're drinking enough water. Okay, my fifth tip is to put your phone or any electronics away at least 30 minutes before you go to bed. I think something about the blue light in electronics kind of wakes up your brain, and so it's harder for you to sleep when you've been on your phone all night. I don't do this every night, I try to, but sometimes I'm up late doing homework, or sometimes I'm just on YouTube getting distracted. But I noticed that when I put my electronics away at least 30 minutes before I go to bed, I sleep better, I can fall asleep faster. Also, instead of being on your phone for 30 minutes before you go to bed, you can replace that with something else like reading, coloring, playing with your dog, being with your family, anything that helps relax you. Something that I have that I love and I would recommend possibly buying is a coloring book like this. It has really intricate designs. Here's one that I started coloring and I'm kind of almost done with it. And it really helps to relax my mind before I go to bed. And also it's just really fun, and it has tons of pages and tons of designs. So I would recommend buying something like this, because then instead of being on your phone for 30 minutes before you go to bed, you can be coloring and really relax your mind so you can go to bed easier. Okay, my sixth tip is to not overeat. I know this can be really hard for some people, it's really hard for me. I always tend to overeat, whether I'm at a restaurant or just at home eating. I usually overeat and then I don't feel good afterwards. I'm too full and then I feel sick and it's just not good. So whether you're eating a healthy salad full of vegetables for dinner or a burger, fries, and a milkshake, it doesn't matter what you're eating. My tip to you is to not overeat, because I feel like no one feels good after they overeat. I know I don't. Also, if you don't overeat your dinner, then you can have room for dessert, which is always awesome. I'm actually posting a what I eat in a day video coming up really soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And also I find when I overeat, I feel really heavy and bloated the next morning, which is never good. So for me, not overeating really helps me to feel a lot better. My 7th and last tip for you all is to always wear sunscreen. If not always, then at least most of the time. I wear sunscreen almost every single day. Even if it's a really cloudy day like it is today, and you think that you don't need sunscreen, trust me, you do. Especially if your skin is extra sensitive to the sun, then you really need sunscreen. This is what I use and put on my face every single day. It is a daily moisturizing lotion with sunscreen, SPF 15. SPF 15 isn't really that much, but it's still better than nothing. Also, I love this specific lotion with sunscreen so much because it absorbs into your skin really fast and it doesn't leave your skin super greasy, because I feel like sunscreen tends to do that. It makes your skin really greasy and oily and shiny, but this one doesn't do that and I love it so much. So I apply this to my face and neck 1 to 3 times a day depending on how sunny it is. Make sure to put on sunscreen every day to protect your skin from the sun. And those are my 7 tips to start off the new year in the best way possible. I really hope you all enjoyed this video and got some good tips out of it. Again, these are my personal tips that work great for me, but they may not work for you. Let me know in the comments if you already do any of these tips or if you're gonna try out any of these tips. I really hope this video helped you all. If it did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Happy New Year, happy 2020. I hope you all have the best year ever, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!